We're here with Kira Kendal, the author of the book Organizing Your Home. And I'm really excited to be having this conversation today because we're going to learn how you go from clutter and back. So please help me welcome Kira Kendal. How are you
Thank
today?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm very good. So, what other rules do you have? What rules do you have when going through a junk drawer and deciding what to keep inside that drawer and what to throw out?
What have I used? What serves a purpose? The first thing I said was get rid of the 6 boxes, but actually I cleaned out my desk drawer, and it had everything in it from a pack of crackers. My desk had peanut butter on it, sitting in the corner for the crackers. It was a mess. So the first thing I actually did was my desk, and I thought, "This is a good start." And that day, that's all I did. I cleaned out the desk drawer and I cleaned off the top. Now I
Well,
get papers everywhere because I'm writing and I'm writing down ideas and stuff. But I'm
you know,
trying to get used to using the computer more and writing fewer notes.
that was a real change for me. As a writer, that was a
Mhm.
real change for me because to this day, I shouldn't confess, but I got a notepad right here in front of me in case some kind of crazy idea pops out at me and I got a pen in my hand, I can just make a note as I
Oh,
go.
and see, that's what I thought of before we got on the call. Should I get some paper for notes or and then I just said,
For me, that's my security blanket. But as soon
"Is
as
it?"
I start writing a note, and this is true for me for now, I'm trying to go paperless. And the
Mhm.
only paper I have in my entire house and my entire office is this notepad right here in front of me. So I'm doing pretty good. But here's the catch. As soon as I start writing my note, I will freeze and say, "Why are you writing that note?" And then it's because I want to remember it. Do you? Yes, I do. Okay, so where are you going to go to look for this note when you need it? And I'm like, I'm going to go to a Google Keep file. Okay, so don't write it down. Go to the Google Keep file and put it away right now inside that Google Keep file and
Yes,
name it something that you will remember. So
that's key.
if this is notes from Kara Kendall, then I need to make a keep file that says Kara Kendall notes on it or things that I learned from Kara Kendall so that when I go looking for that, I'm going to go, you know what? I had this great conversation with Kara Kendall.
I know
Where am
where
I going to go to find those notes? It is not going to be on a notepad. It's going to be on a Google Keep file that's on my computer that I can search for very quickly. Because
yeah,
once these notepads are filled up and they get stacked up on top of each other, how will I
you
ever
never look
find that
at it.
note again? I will never
You
find the note
never
again.
look at it.
And so I'm training myself to, even if it's a note, like organizing my notes so that I can find them again if I need them. But what if, and this is just a weird concept, but based on that idea, what
Mm,
if all of our clothing was categorized so that we knew, like, I can just jump on the computer and do a quick search and it will tell me exactly where that shirt is, when it was last washed, is it clean, what size is it ready? We would have everything at our fingertips, right? And that's
yeah,
not what we do. We go in and we got a
no.
whole stack of pants that are in our closet. We're like, "Oh man, I got to try on all those pants
So you're
because I
looking.
yeah, I don't know if they fit me or not." And we do this before every trip. If we're going on a trip,
Mhm.
my husband will pull out that stack of clothes and then he goes and he does like a fashion show. He tries them all on. And then he'll come in and he'll say, "Does this make me look fat?" And then, "Is this going to look good if this shows up in a picture or whatever?" And he has to try them all on because we don't have any way of knowing if it's a current outfit or if it's one from, like you said, way back when.
2 years ago or 10 years ago. I had a suit when I worked that was my customers that I would put on for meetings. It was purple, and I loved it. And it was in one of those 6 boxes I got rid of because it was a size 6, and there's no way I could get it.
I know for me, the '80s was a really fun time. And we made our bangs go up and then like we sprayed them while we were hair
And the
blowing them with the hair
curls
dryer.
back and
Yeah, we had like big, tall hair that was, woo.
shoulder
And
pads.
yes, and those big balloon pants and
Yeah.
flowers on everything, and I had a lot of clothes that made me really happy from the '80s, and I hung on to it way too long, and as I started cleaning out my closets, I asked myself this question. I said, "Is this outfit something that I'm running towards or something that I'm running from?" And I'd say, "Oh, I'm running from the '80s, not towards it." Okay, great. Let's get
Yeah.
rid of all the '80s clothes, all the '90s clothes, all the 2020 clothes, because we're not going in that direction. That's in the past. We're running
That's
from that, not running towards it.
very good. I'm gonna have
And
to
that
keep that in mind and go through my closet again.
that was our barometer. If this is something I'm not running towards, out it goes.
I agree. And I do talk in the book some about organizing your closet. Put all your jackets together, put all your pants together, or code by color in the closet, shirts, however makes sense to your brain.
And for your brain, what makes more sense? Is it by category or by color?
Category. I like to keep all my shirts together, my t-shirts together, my pants together. So that works for me, but I don't try to tell anybody through the book that's how it has to be done. I want to give them options in the book so that they can pick what fits for them because our brains don't work this.
This was the highlight of my day. I've really enjoyed you guys. And thank you so much, Kira Kendall, for joining us. This
Thank
was
you for
nice.
having me. I've truly enjoyed the whole time.
Awesome. Thanks again.